Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to give you my thoughts on the fifth and final season premiere of Van Helsing on Syfy.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel.
Hey, I'm Sylvia Saska.
And I'm Jen Saska.
And we're the Saska Sisters. Get a part of this. Subscribe to the little butt down there. It's
Bloody Jacob for sexy, awesome, exclusive content. Look.
And yep, things are coming to its conclusion, whatever that may end up being. I've been with Van Helsing since day one. I watched the premiere. I've been reviewing it ever since. Have not missed reviewing a single episode. And I've been proud of that. Shows like this and The Strain, which I also never missed an episode of. At times they were the kind of the bread and butter of my channel, or like the staple of my channel. I don't review as many shows episode to episode anymore. I usually do general season reviews. Mostly because I'm generally watching shows that are already over, because there aren't really a lot of new current shows that interest me as often. But Van Helsing, I still want to make sure to follow to the very end and cover to the very end to the best of my ability. Anyway, it's been a ride. I mean, it's been a pretty great show generally. I think Kelly Overton, Vanessa, is one of the best TV leads we've had in the past 2 decades, and that's in a sea of great TV leads and great TV shows. But of course, with Kelly Overton being pregnant last season, which of course the writers couldn't really help. They sort of had to write around her, and introduce characters like Jack and Violet, which for some reason, I have the sense that Jack and Violet are a bit of like a network, mandate sort of thing. Because this feels a bit like I don't want to bash the show too much, okay? But it does feel a bit like manufactured, that basically Jack and Violet have sort of taken over the show as the leads. I mean, I get what they had to do in season 4. What could they do with Kelly Overton being pregnant, with her not appearing as much, but in this, I know we had COVID and the pandemic and everything, we still do. But this is the first episode. I'm not sure what their filming order was or anything like that, but first episode, and they use what I think is clearly a stand-in, for Vanessa when she, gets Jack out of the portal, and it doesn't even sound like her voice either. So that was very odd to me. It did not work. I don't know. You should have just gotten Kelly Overton to record her voice and send it in or something like that. I don't know. And the stand-in just felt cheap. It did not make that. It did not make it the moment they're trying for it to be. I don't know. And now we see Vanessa in the trailer. Okay. And as far as I know, Kelly Overton isn't pregnant again. So I'm assuming they have more access to Vanessa and Kelly Overton's talents for this season. I'm hoping that comes into fruition. Because for now it seems like, continuing from the end of season 4, Vanessa is pretty much in the back seat at this point. Now our main protagonists, our main characters are Jack and Violet, essentially, and Vanessa seems like she's gonna be a guest star, like a throwback character, basically. I really don't want to bash the show, because I do like Jack, especially. And this was a good episode, by the way. I mean, I like their whole spin with Tricia Helfer and everything. Because there are a lot of Dracula stories where his family, is slaughtered, and there's like a cult, scenario that turns him into Dracula and such, or it's his own dealings with the devil or something else. So I like that spin here, except of course it's this Olivia person Tricia Helfer is playing. So I like that. It definitely had a nice production value. This whole episode did. I like the period setting, of course, very fitting, Transylvania, for Van Helsing. But man, all I could think about, I just can't shake it, man. We want Vanessa. I don't know. It just really bothers me that I love Vanessa as much as I do. I think Kelly Overton deserves awards for her performance on the show, and that it should really come down to what Vanessa does. We should be following her perspective. So it feels a bit cheap that I have a lingering feeling it's going to lead to, I know Vanessa's going to show up, she'll probably do some cool shit, but it's still probably going to be mostly from the perspectives of the kids, and why did we turn this into a YA show? I don't know. Network mandate, but the writers seem to have taken the ball and ran with that too. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I love what you've done with the show. For the first 3 seasons, and what episodes Kelly Overton appeared in season 4, but it just sort of bothers me and makes this whole thing hollow if you're gonna take my heart my heart with the show and basically make it so she's not the focus, so she's not the one who's gonna save everybody potentially, which she still might. I still see Vanessa doing some kind of self-sacrificial thing, but originally I can guarantee you that more of this is going to be in Vanessa's hands and not up to kids who should just really be subplots. I'm just saying. I don't know. This should all be up to Vanessa, and I swear if Vanessa's not the one to kill Dracula in the end, it's Jesus. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like Vanessa's show anymore, and it very well should be. I don't know the reasoning, but stand-in, not even her voice. Come on, why even do it then? It's just cheap. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. This is just me being frustrated because the reason why I'm following the show isn't really utilized the way she should be anymore. Again, I get it for when she's pregnant, but what's going on here? And I'm getting the feeling that the rest of the season's going to be exactly how I just said it will be. But like I said, this episode had a good production value. Period thing worked. Apparently it's going to be a 2-parter though. Because Jack is supposedly going to be executed by Michaela, who's posing as a nun. So apparently it's going to be a 2-parter. I like seeing Kim Coates. Loved him in Sons of Anarchy. And he's done a lot of B genre stuff. Similar to this with horror and everything. So that's fine. I like seeing him. But this does not need to be a 2-parter. The Tricia Helfer stuff is interesting, but really, we're not really presented with any information that we wouldn't really assume, honestly, after we see a few minutes of it. So I feel like they could have even just woven flashbacks in a regular episode. I don't know. Maybe they don't have enough for 13 episodes. I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm being rude here, and I absolutely love the first 3 seasons and those few episodes Vanessa was in season 4, but unless you really do Vanessa right in season 5 and give her the ball, remember it should be her with the ball, then I'm honestly not going to be very enthused. It's my own fault. I have a lot of shows I watch. I'm watching 10 things at once. But really, if Vanessa's not in it, I don't really care to watch it over other things I have on my plate right now. And just call me entitled, call me greedy, ungrateful. It's just how I'm feeling, guys. I am sorry. But hey, I am still excited to see Kelly Overton, Vanessa. I know it's going to be fucking awesome. And then from then on, I just want to follow solely her. But we'll see when that happens. But yeah, it's not really too much more. She has to convince the people there are possibly vampires. They already know of witches and everything, and we see the early version of the Sisterhood and such. So again, it's not bad. I'm just not, just doesn't feel necessary. Not really following. Why I'm following isn't the reason it should be. If I had to rate this episode again, nicely made, but beyond that, I don't know. It hurts to say that. I hope it turns around in a way that it probably originally would have. But yeah, or it should, the way it should, and originally most likely. Vanessa, I'm sorry, she's your main character. She's your hero. She's who your main hero should be. She's not even in the intro, probably because, again, it was just a stand-in and not even Kelly Overton's voice. But cool intro. But no, I'm sorry, Vanessa. Kelly Overton should be the first credit. She's the reason why some of us have stayed at the show for so long. I mean, I know you guys have fans of the Jack and Violet thing, and that's fine. But like 85% of the comments I see on Van Helsing posts are asking, "Where's Vanessa? We need more Vanessa." I didn't like it without Vanessa. So we'll see what they do with that feedback. If I had to rate it, I'm giving it like an 8.2 out of 10. Like I said, good, but nothing I can really, go off about like I used to. So yeah, I'll see it through to the end, but please just give me Vanessa the way she should be and the way she deserves. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.